So today's video is going to be a swatching video. I got this gift set right here. It is called the Persuade Me Lippie Stix collection. Very, very pretty and perfect for fall. There's a lot of dark shades in here, plus some like peachy shades that are really in right now. And then I also got 2 ultra matte and then 1 ultra satin and then lip and then 2 highlighters. So I'm really excited to show y'all everything because these shades are perfect for fall and very wearable. So yeah, if you want to see what I got, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the first products I'm going to show you are actually in this little gift set, and I'm pretty sure this was like one of their fall edit like new collections. And this was $25, I believe, if I remember correctly. And I just thought it was so cute, like in this little box. And this is called Persuade Me. So you get 6 Lippie Stix in this little gift set, and it also comes with a mirror, so that's really cool. Sorry if I blind you. So I'm going to go through these first and then I'll go on to the rest of the products. And I'm starting off with concealer on my lips because my normal lip color is very pigmented, so I always put concealer on before any other lip products or like lipsticks or anything because I feel like that gives it more of a true color. So the first shade I have right here is in the shade Goldie, and it looks like this in the tube. So this shade is really pretty. It's like a dark kind of berry reddish shade, perfect for the holidays, and I feel like shades like this kind of make your teeth look whiter, so that's always a plus. So if you're not familiar with Colourpop, I'm just going to say this real quick. The Lippie Stix, their Matte X formula, is very, very nourishing on the lips as opposed to their Ultra Matte lips that come in this little jar like this. These are drying, not too dry to where you don't want to wear them, but they are drying compared to the Lippie Stix. I prefer this formula over the Ultra Matte lip just because it's more nourishing and I feel like it lasts a little bit longer on the lips and it looks a little bit better. And you can layer these, and you cannot layer these because if you start to add even 2 layers of the Ultra Matte lip, it starts to look a little cakey and it's not really that cute, but you can put as many layers as you want with these and it looks fine. So that's just a little disclaimer if you haven't ever bought any kind of like matte lips from Colourpop before. So the next shade I have is called Ziggy, and it looks like this in the tube. It reminds me of like a terracotta, but I haven't tried this one on, so I don't really know what it'll look like on my lips, but all these look really pretty in the tube as always. This one is really pretty. Like I said, it looked like the terracotta in the tube, and that's what it looks like on the lips. I love when shades look the same in the tube as they do on your lips. It's very nice. So this one, again, makes your teeth look really white, and this is more along like the reddish orange side of it rather than the Goldie shade, which was more of the berry kind of purpley undertones. So this shade is really pretty. I think it's pretty for the holidays as well. Alright, so the next shade is in the shade Daydream, and this one actually came broken. I'm really sad about it because it looks really pretty in the tube, and so I have to be really careful because literally the whole stick is detached from the bottle. So yeah, really sad. I mean, I don't know if it was like twirled up too far in the tube, I don't know, but really sad about it, but it looks really, really pretty. So don't mind this lip swatch. Since it was so broken, like the edges were really jagged, so I would definitely need a lip liner for this one just because it's broken. But if yours isn't broken, it will be fine. But this one is really pretty. I feel like, let me see if I can find it. This shade actually reminds me of one I already have. It's called Tootsie. I'm going to swatch these side by side so you can see the difference because on the lips it looks pretty similar. So the bottom right here is Daydream. That's the one I just swatched on my lips, and then the top one is Tootsie. That's the one I was comparing it to, and you can see they have like the same undertone, but Daydream is just a hint darker. So these are both really pretty nudes, but definitely Daydream is darker than Tootsie, but I would totally recommend Tootsie. It's a very, very, very pretty grayish pink purple nude. But this one's really pretty as well. These are all, like I said, these are all fall colors, so they're all going to be pretty dark. So the next shade is Le Freak. It is a very, very, very dark brown. I don't own any shades like this, so I'm really interested to see what this will look on my lips. It is so dark, so I don't know. Let's see. So this is what Le Freak looks like. It is very dark, like I said, but it's not brown like I thought it was. It is actually, it's like purpley. I don't know. It has like a purple reddish undertone. It's really, really pretty. It's just really, really, really dark. So I'm not sure if I will wear this because it is so dark and I am obviously so pale, so it looks even more dark. But it is a really pretty shade. Again, the formula of these Lippie Stix are amazing. They're super creamy, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know if I'm just that adventurous yet to wear something this vampy, but it is really, really pretty. Okay, so this next shade is called Hotline. It is also broken, so that sucks. The whole thing, again, is detached from itself in the little tube. So if you roll it all the way up, you probably can't get it back. So gotta be really careful, but this is a really pretty, again, it looks like just a fallish nude. So this is actually showing up a little bit lighter on my lips than it does in the tube, I feel like. It looks like peachy. So I'm not really sure if the peachy looks good with my skin tone because I am so pale. But definitely if you're like darker, medium skin tones, and then also in the summertime, I can probably wear this really nicely. But right now I think it's just too peachy for me, but it is a really pretty shade. So this last shade I have is in the shade Upside Down, and this one looks even more peachy than the one I just had on, so we'll see how this works in my skin tone, but it looks really pretty in the tube as always, just like a really pretty nude, but we will see how peachy this really is. Okay, so this one is really, really, really peachy. I do not like this on my skin tone. I really don't even like the color. The formula is nice because I like the formula of these, but I really don't like this. I would say if you have a darker skin tone, this may look good on you. It may not. I'm not sure. I just really don't like the shade at all. So, yeah. Sorry, Colourpop. Okay, so that was the end of the little gift box. I did all 6 shades, so I feel like my mouth was looking a little red. So sorry about that. It's just because I'm having to take these on and then take them right back off. So just try to ignore that. So I have 3 shades right here. There's 2 ultra matte and then 1 ultra satin. So like I said, the mattes can be a little drying, but the satins are very nice. They're very creamy and nourishing, just like the Lippie Stix Matte X formulas. But the Ultra Satins do not last long on your lips. That is the only downfall of the Ultra Satin. So other than that, I really like them. They just don't last that long on your lips. The first shade I'm going to be swatching is the shade Speed Dial. So I really like this shade. It is more along the terracotta kind of, oh, I got a hair in my lip. It's more along, like, I would say the terracotta type of line because it is kind of like orangey, reddish, but still holds the true, I guess, like nude undertone. I'm really bad at describing things, but you can see what it looks like on my lips. I really like it, and I feel like these types of bottles are easier to control and line your lips rather than the Lippie Stix. So if you're just starting out, I would recommend one of these first before you dive into the Lippie Stix, just because it's a little bit easier to work with. But yeah, I think it's a really pretty shade. I feel like these next, well, this one and then the next 2 I'm going to show you will look really good if you have a darker skin tone, like if you're self-tanning or you are just a darker skin tone in general. I feel like these will look a little bit better on you than if you're more fair and pale like I am. Just because they have more of that reddish, kind of like peachy tint to them. So yeah. saying, this is the Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Autocorrect, and it was just like, I thought it was going to be like a dark kind of brown shade, but it actually turned out to be still a little bit brown, but mostly nude. So again, I feel like my skin is a little too light to be wearing this kind of shade. But definitely during the summer, I feel like this will be my jam because I will be darker. So this is actually a really, really pretty shade. I really enjoyed this. So the final shade I have, finally, is the shade Double Tap, and this is an Ultra Satin lip. So this just looks like just your typical pinky nude. This one is really, really peachy. I don't hate it like I did the other shade. I think it was Upside Down. Let me actually swatch these side by side to see what the difference is, because I feel like they're very, very similar in their peachiness. But this one I have on right now looks a little bit more pink. So the bottom shade right here, that is the one I tried on earlier, and that's in the shade Upside Down. And that's the one I really didn't like on my lips. And then this shade right here is the one I have on my lips right now, and that is in the shade Double Tap. So as you can see, the Double Tap shade is pinker than the Upside Down one, and this one has more of a peachy undertone, and this is peachy pink. So I feel like I don't hate this. I'm not quite sure how it will look on darker skin tones. I feel like it will be pretty. I'm definitely going to keep these because when I am tanner like the other 6 months of the year, then I feel like I will need to give them another fair chance, because right now I feel like I'm just too pale to wear certain shades. So the last two products I have to show you are actually highlighters. The first highlighter I chose is actually called Lunch Money, and this is what it looks like in the pan. It's very, very pretty. This is gorgeous on fair skin tones, and I think it would be pretty on all skin tones, but especially fair like I have right now. So I'm actually going to swatch this on my face so you can kind of see that a little bit better than on the back of my hand. So I'm just going to use my ring finger and put it on the top of my cheekbone. And I feel like my ring finger kind of gives enough coverage to where it's actually pretty, but not too much. So that's what I've been doing lately. So I don't know if you can kind of tell. It's not like a bam highlight in your face, but it's like, you know, you see it. It's very pretty and very natural. So the next one I chose is called Over the Moon, and it looks like this. It is a very pretty, like purpley, bluish, pearlescent, pinky shade. Gorgeous. And I feel like you can make this wearable by just not putting a lot on. So I'm going to be doing this on the other side. Again, with the ring finger. And this would be really, really pretty for Halloween as well, just to give yourself like a nice pinky, sparkly look. So there that is. It's really not like too bad in your face. I really hope you can see it, but it's really, really pretty. Alright, well that was it for this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. And also don't forget to let me know what videos you'll want to see down in the comments below. So yeah, I hope y'all have a good week or weekend whenever you're watching this. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.